Hello folks, today I want to tell you a story about the aloe vera plant, which I think everybody knows well. Now, my mother was a registered nurse her whole life, and she worked at convalescent homes, she worked at rest homes, and in 1978 she told me a story about a retired teacher's home that she worked at, and one of the workers there, she was a live-in housekeeper, had a severe rash. It covered her whole body with red blotches. And the woman, her name was Lucille, said that she couldn't touch her skin, she couldn't sleep. And my mother asked her right away, would you like me to put some aloe vera on it? And the lady said, no, I'll have the doctor check it out. So a doctor came, the doctor gave her Atarax, which was used internally to deal with allergies. And the woman told my mother 45 days later, you're talking a month and a half later, that her skin was still burning, it was red. She couldn't sleep at all. Every night she couldn't sleep. And finally, after 45 days, she said to my mother, can you do anything? Can you give me anything? So my mother said, okay, I'll give you some aloe vera. She took these aloe vera leaves, she broke them, she put the gel all over Lucille's skin and back and legs. And that was 7:30 in the morning when my mother went to work, and by 3:30 that afternoon, Lucille could touch her skin, the red blotches were visibly gone, and she told my mother that was the first night she slept in 45 days. Now, my mother was very reticent to tell the doctor about it because she could lose her RN license. My mother was not a doctor, she wasn't allowed to prescribe things. I mean, that's the way things are. And the doctor came, he looked at Lucille, he didn't say much about my mother putting aloe on, and he said, it's good that the medicine finally started to work. My mother had fun telling that story all these years because the doctor couldn't see the obvious. People have regarded the aloe as a miracle plant. It's been known since Bible times. The body of Jesus was covered in aloes for healing. And we've used it over the years for sunburn, burns from hot oil, touching a hot object, various skin sores like bed sores and diaper rash, even poison oak. I've been very successful when I used to get the poison oak rash by taking the gel of the fresh aloe leaf and putting it on my skin. We've had cats with ulcers, so we used it as a veterinary assistant. Cats and dogs that had open sores, we would put the aloe gel on it and it worked miracles. It was really good. Now, back then, 35 years ago, aloe wasn't ubiquitous like it is today. Now you can buy it at any supermarket, you can get one from your neighbor. You plant one of these and they multiply and you'll have it forever. So this is an awesome first aid plant to have in the home. I know Trader Joe's sells the plants, and sometimes Trader Joe's sells you a liquid that you can drink for internal things. There's been a lot of research that explains why aloe vera works. It's an antibiotic, astringent, pain inhibitor, emollient, moisturizer, it's an itch reducer, it's a nutrient. And as to why it works, you go online and you research it. There's no one really knows which element is responsible for its rapid healing, but they believe it's the synergistic effect of all of the things together. Now, another thing I want you to know is that there are a lot of creams and lotions with aloe vera in them. You really want the fresh leaf. Despite what all of the manufacturers say about the quality of their product, nothing beats the fresh leaf, okay? So you get a young leaf like so, you could split it open like so, and if you have a sunburn or a rash, my little cuts and scratches all over, you just rub it on your skin. It feels a little slimy, it dries, it feels silky, and it's great. So aloe vera should be in everybody's yard. It's drought tolerant. It's a wonderful addition to your natural first aid kit. Thank you for joining me.